Okay, so this is really not for the people in this room. This is more for people that are Rust curious and they're dealing in other languages. So I wanted to talk about shadowing because I think it's really simple and neat and something that a lot of other people aren't necessarily familiar with. So useful links, but if you want to see this presentation, it is beyondcodebootcamp.github.io, and then the video will go here as well. We can just skip this because it would take longer to do all that. Oh, except for if you do find the Utah Rust channel useful and you are watching online along with us, consider like, sub, and follow. Okay, so shadowing, variable shadowing is what I'm talking about, and it's a very, very simple concept. It's for when you want to reuse the name of a variable for a different thing. So what that looks like is this, and in some languages you can redeclare a variable, but it doesn't actually have meaning. It doesn't do what you might think it does. In Rust, if you declare a variable as a string and then you redeclare the variable, you can redeclare it as a different type. And this is why it's useful. This is kind of the canonical example. So the scenario is, I think the most common one is when you're taking user input in some format, whether that's from a web form or from a command line argument, or just somehow, some way, shape, or form, you're taking in probably strings, but maybe other things. Maybe you're getting something as an int and you need to convert it to a float or something like that. But yeah, so on the command line, everything is a string even when it's a number. And this is a little bit more involved example than the one that I just showed you, but basically the same thing. And the traditional way of handling this problem, the way that you have to do this in Go, which is and unfortunately nasty, as well as JavaScript if you want to keep your types clean, and most other languages, is you have to have something like age stir equals, and then get your argument, and that's, we're going to call it age stir, and then when you parse it, you're going to call it age num, but then storing type information in the name, calling something age stir, age num, whatever, is kind of dumb. It's lame. And so instead, we can do what I just showed earlier, where you can, like I said, declare it as a string and then declare it again. But the important thing is that it's not because it's loosey-goosey, it's strongly typed. It's just that you're allocating a new memory space and just allowing yourself to reuse the name. And that is what variable shadowing is. So, any questions on that?
I've got a question. On line 8, after the equal sign, is that age stir, is that supposed to actually be age?
Yeah, it is. That's just a typo.
Okay.
Good catch. I'll fix that.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, AJ.